We good. What's up, y'all? Mic check 1 2. What is this? Lombardi back to business. Been gone for about 9 days. I'm gonna recap some of the topics that have been going on over the past 9 or so days. Wanted to address Cowboy haters and Dak haters real fast because those are two separate entities. It's interesting that when you're doing well, you see nothing of them. They just disappear, and it's like they don't even exist. But when you lose, they become really easy to find. Like Eastside Harold contacted me the other day, and that was the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life because I ain't seen him. I thought he logged off of YouTube altogether. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Hey, Voch, what's going on with your Cowboys? You know what I mean? What's going on? Are you hiding?" I was on vacation. If you think I'm breaking vacation to address your goofy ass, you are wrong. That's all Cowboy haters. That ain't just Eastside Harold. Drake has a line for everything. He says, "The moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it." And if you're gonna properly do work, you must go on vacation. And the key word in vacation is to vacate. So I was gone, but we bike, and I'm gonna break down just a handful of things that happened over the Cowboys break or whatever. So I'm going to my vacation, my Thanksgiving break or whatever. So from Cowboys football. So I'm gonna be addressing those in this soliloquy style video. So let's go ahead and get started. If y'all want to see the film on the Raiders game, I was kind of late getting back to it, so I'm probably not gonna do a short version of it. But if y'all want to see the long Raiders film, I did break that down on my Patreon, patreon.com/vochlombardi. Go over there, check that out. So let's get started here. Let's start with the losses, right? Why have we lost these games, whether it be the Broncos, Kansas City, or the Raiders game for last Thanksgiving? I blame that on a couple of things, right? I think Cowboy fans don't know how to handle adversity amongst success. You know what I mean? Like, when the Cowboy, we run into a lot of Cowboy haters and they'll say things like, y'all haven't done anything in 25 years since the 90s. And that shows you how much adversity we've gone through as a fan base. We haven't won very much. So it's shocking to me when I see Cowboy fans that don't know how to handle adversity. But that's something totally different with handling adversity amongst wins, because being a good winner, like, you got to learn how to win as a Cowboy fan, because a lot of us don't know. I was born in 92, so I missed them years for real. You got to learn how to win. You got to know how to lose. You got to learn how to lose amongst winning. And I blame that big idea on, one, there hasn't been a whole bunch of seasons where we lose amongst winning. If we did have those seasons, Cowboy fans would understand how normal the idea of it is that, one, we're not going to go undefeated. As much as I say it, and I feel it, I don't always mean it. Yes, we're going to go undefeated till somebody beats us. That should be any idea going into the fight. But only one team has ever done it. The Patriots did it in the regular season with the Dogs, but they got whooped in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it don't happen all the time. What I think the biggest thing is, I just think Cowboy fans don't closely watch football outside of the Cowboys. Because if you ask them what teams do they respect, like, they may say, like, the Bills. We respect teams like the Bills, and they're 7-4. They've been kind of getting their ass whooped on and off. The Chiefs are 7-4. They may say, oh, we like the Ravens. The Ravens are a good organization. They're 8-3. The Titans are in front of their division. They're 8-4. What about the NFC? We're at the top of the East here. The Cardinals are up there, but the Rams, who y'all respect, are 7-4. 49ers 6-5. Packers are 9-3. Bucks 8-3. We're not far from these teams. Cowboys being at 7-4 right now. We're not that far away from these other teams. It's just that you're watching the Cowboys very close. So when we lose 4 games, it feels like all the other fucking teams in the league undefeated. That's not the case. All the other teams losing just like you. Some of them losing a little worse, like a 9-6 loss versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. You see what I mean? So if you're a Cowboy fan and you're panicking over 7-4, you shouldn't. Just take a step back and look at what's going on here. Look at what's going on with the rest of the league. When good teams play other good teams, a good team got to lose. That's just how it is. Plus, if I told you this, right? Let me write this down. If I told you this, that we're going into the season, right? We're going into a season. Dak is your quarterback, which is fine. Zeke a little hobbled, so we'll say like 75% of Zeke. No Coop. We've lost Lamb here and there. Both your top pass. I don't even know, because Parsons might be your top. So we'll say 2 out of your top 3. I think that's safe. 2 out of your top 3 pass rushers are missing, right? And your offensive line problems, right? If I threw all them things in a pot of pessimistic gumbo and I said, you know what? If I told you we'll be 7-4 at this time of the year, what would you say? They'd be like, well, we don't sound like a very good offense or defense, so I'd be surprised if we were 7-4. We haven't had this the whole season, but in the last 4 games, that's the team that we've been dealing with. You know what I mean? We've been dealing with the idea of Michael Gallup as your wide receiver number 1, or I mean, you lost your left guard too, to be fair. So Connor McGovern is your starting, left guard. Terrell Basham is one of your starting pass rushers or whatever, right? And when Mike is at Mike linebacker, it's Basham and Dorrance Armstrong. If I told you that that's your starting lineup, you'll look at that team, that offense and defense, and you'll be like, damn, I don't think we're that good. You know what I mean? I'd be surprised if we win many games with that lineup. Take a look at Russell Wilson. Y'all love Russell Wilson. What his score is? What's his rate? He at the bottom. He 3-8 right now. He ain't missed that many games. He missed 3 games? They 3-8 right now. He got all his peoples. He got both his receivers. You know what I mean? These things happen. So if you gave me that team without those top guys, I'd look at you and be like, yeah, we're at a talent, deficit. We probably won't look that great. And I think that's what's been happening over the past 3 to 4 games. I think that it looks a little different. There's some Cowboy fans that's going to bother the shit out of me to my soul, deep in my ribs. And they're going to be like, well, but Voch, if you're an elite quarterback, if you're an elite offense coordinator, shouldn't you be able to win despite that? Show me who. Show me who do it. It ain't going to be a long list. It's going to be a very short list of quarterbacks that can do it, of offense coordinators that can do it. Very short list. And that's me defending Kellen too, because Kellen haters are a totally different entity than Cowboy haters and Dak haters. Those dudes totally different. But that's what you get. That's what you get, right? In which there are some good things and bad things that come from this. The bad part is that we get to, live life without these guys. But the good part is that we get to shut up people that, want to send Cooper away, and they think that Gallup is going to be the number 1 receiver that you should pay. Let's just get that crowd totally out the way. Let me tell y'all something, man. If it don't come out in the wash, it's going to always come out in the rinse, man. Give it time. Time heals all. If you think Amari Cooper trash, play some games without him and see what happens. Play some games without him. I beg of you. You think Randy Gregory, look, Randy cheap now, but you look, D-Law, whatever. Time will always tell. You're going to wish your pass rush was a little better if you had these guys. You know what I mean? It always comes out in the rinse. So let's put that little narrative to bed, because I can make the argument that these past 3 losses in these 4 games, a lot of it was on the idea that our number 1 receiver wasn't there to take pressure off the offense, which is a trickle down effect to the rest of it, right? Because if they're going to stack the box to make you run the football, what you have to be able to do is win on the outside consistently, right? You can win a little bit on the outside, but win consistently. All this, you got to be physical with the Cowboy receivers. That's cute. But when Gallup and Cooper on the outside and Lamb is in the slot, that shit's very difficult. It's very difficult. Not saying that all those guys got to be healthy. I'm saying that Amari Cooper can work with a Gallup and Cedric Wilson lineup, or a Lamb and Noah Brown lineup. I don't think Lamb is ready to lead the wide receiver core necessarily. We kind of got those answers, right? And look, CeeDee Lamb's amazing. He's probably a couple years away from that, maybe a year away from being that kind of guy. But you see how much you miss Amari Cooper, because those outside wins aren't automatic. When we have Amari Cooper, I showed this clip. It went around on the Twitter machine. It also went around on my YouTube machine. When Cooper is there, he gets attention. Now we get Lamb one-on-one. You know what I mean? That's the kind of things that we get. If we're double teaming Lamb and Gallup gets the one-on-one looks, he may win a few of them, but is it enough to win you a game? You see what I'm saying? When Cooper's around, everybody look good. You know what I'm saying? You started taking guys away from the middle to patrol a particular hash mark, and Schultz starts to look a little better. You know what I'm saying? Gallup gets going. He gets his one-on-one game. Just like we told you on a couple film sessions ago, CD gets to play off the line of scrimmage, so he gets those free releases. Coop gets his also. When Coop is there, all things are great. And I just think it's interesting that the couple of games that we've lost, it's a combo of Cooper having COVID for 2 games, and that was the Broncos game. You know, Cooper was injured and he couldn't really get his feet up under him. He went on the radio and said that. So I think getting Amari Cooper back is going to help you. I think he's going to be much of a decoy, more so of a decoy in the Saints games. He's just coming off COVID, so he still got to get his lungs and his feet up under him or whatever. But I think moving forward, I think Cooper's going to be the guy that gets this offense back in check, and we're going to be right back to our regular selves, man. I'm not subscribing to the idea. That's another thing that Cowboy haters just make me sick. They just burn my little soul. I just want to just start smacking the shit out of everybody. I hate it. I don't want to do no harm to nobody. But when they look, I understand if you're upset that we lost, right? I'm not a good loser neither. I'd be upset that we lost. But you can't simply say shit like, I knew the whole time we was a fraud. We was a bad offense this whole time. I knew Dak wasn't shit. Like, how can you look at the stimuli, pardon me, scientific people, the stimuli of this offensive situation and be like, you know what the problem is? Dak sucked the whole time. How I don't see how you could do it. I don't understand. I wish, that's why I be wanting to have a conversation. Look, when I go to the live streams and I be asking for like haters and all that ain't me just trying to fight to be fighting. I want to know the mindset of these people to where you can watch the games and you see Noah Brown not be able to separate, and you see Cedric Wilson hurt, and you see Gallup kind of drop his passes or whatever, and you see, damn, we could use Lamb right there, and you see, damn, Amari Cooper not there, and you see, damn, we should get Tony Pollard involved. I'll give you credit for that. If y'all want to hate on Coach for not getting Tony more involved, fine. And you see Zeke looking 50%. How do you see all that shit and go, Dak trash though? I don't see how you do it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But Cooper and his COVID situation, I don't expect him to be 100% in the Saints game. But if they want to put him out there and Marshawn Lattimore just kind of follows him, I'm fine with that. Because what you get is you get the defense back in their roles. If you get Lattimore following him and then you get everything else that falls into place, then that's when Lamb and Gallup and Schultz are going to be able to eat again. Because Coop's the one getting the main attention. That's all I got to say for that. What else happened in the news? Mike McCarthy got COVID. All right, cool. What else happened in the news? Trysten Hill, which is funny. Not funny. But me and Fuster King fight about Trysten. So we're in this super Illuminati group chat. We're in this roundtable group chat. And Foots was in it texting all day. He was just texting all day, just dropping texts. So, hey, guys, how y'all feel about the game? And da-da-da-da. I was like, yeah, Foots, the game going to be cool. But I just watched film, and I think you owe Trysten Hill an apology. War call. Actually, let me war call that. I can. No, give me 2 seconds. Trysten Hill had a fantastic game versus the Raiders. He was beating the shit out of little Leatherwood over there. But he punched old boy in the face at the end of the game. And I don't want to say nothing about referees. I don't want to say nothing about league officials. I don't want to say nothing about no unfairness. Oh, God, it sucks, man. But look, bro, we just had to roll with them punches, man. We just going to have to fight uphill. Look, it's going to suck, and I hate it, but that's the cards we dealt, man. They got all the draw fours. We trying to uno out, bro. Like, that's all it is. We just got to play with how we play. And I think Trysten's appealing now. So we'll be able to see how that goes soon or whatever. We should get some results on that soon. Probably by the time y'all watching this, the results will be out. But that dude played damn good, dog. And we need him. We need that dude right now. I mean, I know Neville's coming back, and Osa looks a little tired, like he's been playing all the reps and shit, and that makes sense. But you need more guys in the rotation. Trysten Hill it's in the run game too. Like, I thought Trysten was gonna, be more so a gangster, with his pass reps or whatever, you know what I mean? But Trysten Hill got busy in the run game, so that's one big positive for him. He just got to quit punching people in the face after the game. So I don't do predictions. I'm just simply not that guy. But I mean, my energy don't change. I mean, we gonna beat the shit out the Saints. My energy don't change, Playboy. So I think we'll have a good game against the Saints, man. And the one thing that I go back to my coaching days. I heard an old coach say this. He says when you're a good team, the regular season is not about wins and losses. Like if you feel like you're gonna make the playoffs anyway, it's not about wins and losses. The regular season is about figuring out who you are. So when it's time to get to the playoffs, you'll have those answers already. I think that's a big thing with them and us as Cowboy fans. You know what I mean? They're taking the time to discover who they are as players and coaches. Somebody's going to be asking, hey, you think we can play a game without Amari Cooper? And the answer would probably be hell no. You know what I mean? Like, we have a good idea about what life is like without Cooper. And in terms of the other side of it, as Cowboy fans, we got to realize who we are. We got to understand who we are. Can we endure bumps in the road? Can we hang on? Can we not quit on this football team? And this brings me to this point. I see a lot of people that's feeling sorry for themselves and they're getting down. I don't mind discouraged. You know what I mean? You can be discouraged. That happens. You're human. That comes with it. You know what I mean? But these quitters, listen, man, I see you, and I'm writing your name down. I got people writing your name down also. When we win this goddamn Super Bowl, I don't want to see nothing from y'all. I'm never going to tell somebody not to quit. This ain't built for everybody. Hard work ain't built for everybody. Some of y'all going to have to quit for your own mental health. Some of y'all going to have to quit just to have some kind of peace in your life. That's fine. Voch Lombardi never going to judge you. I did that, so hopefully you ain't got to go through that. But I'm never going to discourage you for quitting. It's just that's just one more seat open on the bandwagon, because there's a long line of people standing behind the bandwagon hoping they got a seat. So if you quit, if you leave, if you think this team is trash, fine. Just go to the back of the line. I'm going to enjoy the parade way the hell at the front, because my energy ain't changed since April. You understand? I don't know. I'm no more the man. Shouts out to my hometown, though. Natchez football. Just want to throw that on and shout my people out. I always, keep Natchez around, whether I'm saying it verbally or showing it in a video somewhere. So shouts out to that. Like I said, my Patreon, I've been doing the long form film sessions of all the film that we've done this year. So go check that out, patreon.com/vochlombardi. I'm probably going to do a live stream later on tonight, so just keep your eyes open for that. And tell me what you think about this close-up look. I got a different lens. The other lens I'm going to do for streams that's more of a wide look, but this is more of a in close deal. So tell me what you think about it. All right, you guys hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Wheesky, man. It's the part of the video where I would tell you to subscribe and to watch my outro. All right then.